You should live by the sea, Mom. You should do what you love and, if possible, not complicate things. And if you ever decide to listen to these words and choose a place by the sea for yourself and your life, today we'll show you one of them. Hi, my name is Veronica. I'm a sales manager at the Allegria Real Estate agency, and today we're going to take a walk through the beautiful, green, delicious, and picturesque city of Calpe. Don't go anywhere, it's going to be great. Behind me is Calpe's calling card, the Peñón de Ifach rock. It divides the city into two parts, Arenal-Bol beach and Levante beach, which is located beyond it. It's not just a mountain, it's a nature reserve. Peñón de Ifach is also called the lungs of the Costa Blanca because unique species of birds and plants live there. In fact, you can climb up there, and most people do it at dawn to watch the sunrise. It's just an insanely beautiful sight, which I've unfortunately only seen in photos because I'm incredibly lazy. But you know that this option exists. If you come in the summer, you have to go very early, but if you come between October and April, of course, you can go at any time. The name of the city Calpe comes from the Arabic word kolb, which means rock. Calpe has a very good location. The city is situated between Valencia and Alicante. It's about a 50-minute drive to Alicante and about an hour and 20 minutes to Valencia. This means you have two major cities nearby where you can go shopping, relax, dine out, and experience that city life. At the same time, each city has an excellent airport from which you can fly to Kazakhstan. In fact, I think you can now fly to almost any corner of the world. Tickets cost 30 to 50 euros, and just like that, any country is open to you. The population of Calpe is 25,000 people. But of course, during the summer season, as in any other coastal city, this number increases 3 or even 4 times. Which of course, for you as potential clients, for example, looking to buy property, means that there is consistently high demand for summer tourist rentals here. Although, to be fair, considering the post-COVID and wartime migration in Europe in recent years, there is now also demand for long-term rentals here, because there are many new people who have left their homes and chosen a new place to live. The history of Calpe goes back to ancient times, as evidenced by the many architectural monuments that remain in this place. For example, on the central beach, there are the Queen's Baths, Baños de la Reina. According to one legend, this is where royalty used to bathe in ancient times. Another legend says that fish were salted there, since there were no refrigerators. Which version is more accurate, I don't know. Perhaps both have a right to exist. The main beach of Calpe is called Arenal, and it looks simply impeccable. On one side, there's a view of the beautiful Peñón de Ifach rock, which we've already talked about a lot today and will continue to discuss. And on the other side, there's a mountain dotted with white villas that offer views of the sea and that very same rock. The beach has been awarded the Blue Flag, which indicates the high quality of its shore and water. Relaxing on this beach is, of course, a real pleasure. A snow-white shore, emerald water. There are also plenty of water sports here. If you come to Calpe and stay at a hotel, most likely you'll be going to this very beach. And personally, I like it much more than the neighboring Levante beach. It's bigger, more picturesque, and overall, I find it much more comfortable and interesting. Spanish, of course, have a very unique philosophy of life, and we're all familiar with it, and I think you've probably heard about it more than once if you're already watching this video, right? They are calm, they're never in a hurry, they do everything tomorrow, mañana, right? Everything can wait because the Spaniard lives life. I'll tell you, when I moved to Spain, which was exactly 5 years ago, in August it'll be 5 years, this really drove me crazy because my mentality and my character in particular just can't accept this way of doing things at all. I need everything done yesterday. But after some time, I have to say, you really start to understand this philosophy, embrace it, and eventually enjoy it. Just look at these wonderful people. It's July 2nd, today is Wednesday, a work day, and they're relaxing. Of course, maybe they're on vacation, but that's not the point. Among other things, they know how to have a late breakfast and enjoy a glass of wine with lunch. Leave work early on Friday, put their phone away on Saturday and Sunday, and go to the pool with their kids or head out to sea with the family for a little boat fishing. Honestly, that's just incredibly wonderful. And now, when we live in a world where every day we see lives cut short so suddenly, you realize that life is truly what is happening right now. Not when you achieve a result, not after another accomplishment, not when you have money, not when a child is born, not when you get divorced, not when you get married, but right now. And it seems to me that Spain, and in particular our coast, is a great place to start enjoying that simple life in its daily joys. So come to see beautiful sunrises over the sea, watch sunsets, and eat delicious food. To swim in the Emerald Sea, to live in safety, and to spend each day in such a way that it becomes a little treasure in the big jewelry box of your life. In general, Calpe, in terms of its level, nature, type of population, and overall atmosphere, already belongs to the northern part of the Costa Blanca coast, specifically the true north, where Moraira, Benissa, Javea, Benitachell are not Benidorm, Villajoyosa, or Campello. So these are two completely different civilizations, I would say. Mostly families live here. Right now, there is a very strong Russian-speaking community that moved here en masse in 2022 to 2023. There are also Northern Europeans living here. Retirees, let's be fair, that's a fact. Local Spaniards live here as well, or people from Madrid who come here to their summer homes. And now more and more people who work freelance remotely are choosing Calpe. They work from home and enjoy all this beauty. Honestly, it's the perfect place for everyone. If you've never seen flamingos in their natural habitat, you can see that here in Calpe. It's truly an amazing sight. The salt lake Las Salinas in Calpe is, of course, another of its calling cards and attractions. They say that in ancient times, food was stored here because there were no refrigerators. Same old story. Nowadays, of course, no one stores food here. You can't swim in the lake. It simply exists and creates its own microclimate in the city. And there are also pink flamingos living here. They're not as pink as the ones in the zoo, of course, but still they're pink. So if you live in Calpe, you can walk in this beautiful place every single day if you want. And of course, in this place, since we've already moved with you from the sea further into the city, we can see around the lake a lot of new developments. What does this tell us? Calpe is a very promising and interesting place for living and investment. If you get in on a new project at an early stage of construction, you can earn very well on the capitalization of your property because by the time it's finished, its value will have increased significantly. It will also be a wonderful place for your second residence, vacation home, or permanent place of living, since we've already discussed that it's a great location. Or, of course, it can be a way to earn passive income from renting it out. Everything rents out very well here. In new developments, 3-bedroom apartments rent for 2,000 to 2,500 euros. So now we're going to show you a very striking, interesting project that is definitely worth your attention. This is an offer where the product price quality ratio is simply at its peak right now. Watch closely. We present to your attention a truly unique project in the city of Calpe. So what makes it unique? If you've ever been interested in real estate on the Costa Blanca coast in Spain, you know that the local property type usually means very small rooms, but the house has a terrace or even 2 terraces because what they're really selling isn't the bedroom or the living room, but rather the part of the house that's outdoors since we have such a wonderful climate here. It's true, in Calpe, the sun shines more than 320 days a year. But in this project, the living room, or salon, will be 25 to 50 square meters, and the main master bedroom will be 15. In addition, of course, the apartment has its own balcony, offering stunning views of the Peñón mountain, the beach, or the city and neighboring buildings. The location of the project is simply excellent. Right next to us is Mercadona, a huge supermarket called Mercad. There are plenty of coffee shops here, really everything you could want. This project is perfect both for investment, since right now you can buy an apartment starting from 300,000 euros. There are no more prices like this. And the price is only this low now because we are at a very early stage of sales. Over time, prices will of course go up, just like everywhere else. This place is also perfect for permanent living. If you have children, if you decide to have a child here, send them to kindergarten or school, everything is close by, right nearby. Near Calpe, there is a wonderful private school, Lady Elizabeth, for example. You can take your child from here to Benetachell, or in the city itself, there are kindergartens, schools, clinics, and everything you need. To lock in the best possible price, you need to reserve the property now, and all payments will start a little later. During the construction phase, you will pay 40% and the remaining 60% upon completion of the work when you collect the keys from the notary and sign the contract. Contact us at the company Allegria and we will take care of everything in the best possible way. Or you can contact me directly. My phone number is displayed on the screen. Now for my personal tasty recommendation, right across the street in Portugalpe, you'll find these rather unremarkable little restaurants. There are several of them here. Honestly, from the outside, they don't look great, like a shack from the 1990s. But you have no idea what you're missing if you don't go there. Go at least once. They serve fresh seafood there. Fish, squid, shellfish, and fresh oysters, brought out piping hot, paired with a glass of sangria, tinto de verano, or of course a glass of sparkling wine. And you'll be absolutely blown away by how incredibly unforgettable it is. I feel like the taste of the real Spain is right there on that tray on your plate. But what's also interesting is that the first little restaurant behind me is different from the others because it has its own unique story. It's been around for more than 50 years. If you go inside, you'll see portraits of the owners, nowadays their grandparents, who once opened this place when they were young. It's called El Carro. There are portraits of them in their youth, and there are also photos of their whole family now, with grandchildren and children, against the backdrop of Ifach. All in all, this place preserves a piece of someone's family history and, in a way, offers us wonderful gastronomic experiences, which we are definitely not turning down today. Not at all. Let's go. This little plate costs 60 euros, which means it's 10 euros per piece. Guys, we don't make that much yet. Please buy real estate in Calpe with us, especially with me. Contact the phone number you see on the screen, and I'll come and eat these little shrimp. Just look at this. It seems like the simplest food, right? For us now, oysters are a delicacy. But in reality, people just eat what grows in the sea. Basically, yes, in its purest form, it's incredible. For me, I need to have fresh bread on the table. By the way, they brought a pretty good one, crispy and fresh. Look, one oyster, one shell, and a small piece of bread, and you can live. I love my job. I'm ready to film any day. Let's do the math, it's always interesting. Look, half a liter of sangria, that was 2 glasses. Bread with aioli. Aioli is a local garlic mayonnaise, a traditional sauce. 12 shrimp, gambones, 5 oysters, coffee with milk. For some reason, half a liter of wine. I only wanted a glass with ice. It came out to 66 euros for 2. These shellfish, the almejas, which you also saw here, they gave them to us as a complimentary treat, so it would have been another 13 euros, meaning 80 euros in total. So we spent 40 euros each today and had a wonderful time. Calpe is a very green place, and the hills around the city where the standalone villas are located in much of the coastal area are covered with pines and various trees. Overall, it's very, very picturesque and the air is so easy to breathe. Also, just look at this incredible color of the water. Honestly, I really want to go there. So please promise me that if you choose this place for yourself, you'll go for a swim, rent a boat or a sapi, and be sure to tell us in the comments about the wonderful adventure you had thanks to the Allegria company. addition to the beautiful beaches and coastal area, Calpe, of course, also has an old central part of the city. It's not as stunningly beautiful as, for example, Altea, where the old town is basically the city's calling card, incredibly beautiful. In Calpe, everything is a bit simpler. Nevertheless, there's this staircase I'm walking down which is painted like the Spanish flag. This is the most recognizable spot in the old town. And of course, the same narrow streets, the same colorful houses, the cozy local cafes, that's what creates its own special charm. If you ever come to Calpe based on our recommendation, please come back to us in the comments and let us know. We would really appreciate it. We spent 6 hours filming this video today. It's gotten a bit warm for us, but we're really trying to do everything with love, down to the details and specifics, to tell you about life on the Spanish Costa Blanca coast, because it really is a great place to live and relax. I might even say it's truly a paradise. Big hugs to you. Yours truly, Veronica, from Allegria Company, building your dream.